Hey guys, what's up? This is going to be my video on the top 20 best Cydia tweaks of all time. Now I'll be going from number 20 all the way up to number 1, and the Cydia tweak at number 20 will be a great Cydia tweak, and the Cydia tweak at number 1 will be the best Cydia tweak of all time, and it will be the most useful Cydia tweak. Now all the Cydia tweaks I list in this video are paid, although I will have the Cydia source in the description down below to get them for free, even though I do recommend paying for them. The Cydia tweaks I list in this video are compatible with iOS 5, 5.0.1, and above, and they are compatible with the iPod Touch 4G, the iPhone 4, and the iPhone 4S. At number 20 is Bulletin. Now, Bulletin is a lock screen Cydia tweak, and when you're using Bulletin, it basically allows you to have your notification center on your lock screen. So if you simply slide down like normal, you will have your notification center on your lock screen just like so, and it's very simple, and you can use all the functions of it. So if I was to tap on any of the notification center widgets, it would work like normal. Now when I'm done with the notification center, I can simply swipe up, and it'll basically dismiss the notification center. Now Bulletin also does come with a settings extension. So if I go into Settings, Bulletin, you will see that you have the options of Anywhere, which you can make your notification center transparent anywhere, and also a banner close box, so you can close all the notification banners. And then you have the options of enabling Bulletin on the lock screen, making it transparent, and also hide the time view and hide the lock bar, default show, enable the lock bar, pull up to unlock, and also unlock sound. And you can also have a custom background, and you can scale to fill the background that you're using, and you can pick the image like so. At number 19 is Push Tone. Now Push Tone basically allows you to have custom tones to all your push notifications that you have enabled in all your apps. So to enable them, what you'll have to do is go into Settings, and then you'll go into your notification, and then you'll choose the app that you want to use. So for example, Tweetings. You will have the option of push tone at the very bottom, and then you can have the choice of the alert tones. So there's anticipate, and there's also basically all the normal ringtones that you have on your device. And you can also buy some more tones from the iTunes store, and you have all those options. So if I go ahead and send a tweet, you will then hear a custom tone, and that is basically using push tone. So you can change the normal tone you get when you get a push notification. The next Cydia tweak in this video is Lingual. Now Lingual basically allows you to have an option to translate words in Siri. So to do that, all you have to say is, translate hello into French.
Okay, here you go.
So as you can see, it just simply translated the original hello into the French translation. So that's basically all you have to do. Now the command that you have to say is translate the word that you want to translate, and then into the language you want to translate in. So here's another test. Translate bye into French.
Okay, here you go.
So it just gives the French translation of the word that I just asked for. So that is basically what you can do when you're using Lingual, and this is an Assistant Extensions add-on. The next Cydia tweak in this video is WeRoll. Now WeRoll adds custom transitions to your notification center, and it just does that anytime you pull it down. And this is very similar to Barrel, but it is basically Barrel for your notification center. So if I simply pull down the notification center, you'll see that it is like an inner cube when I pull it down. Now you also do have many transitions, so if I go into Settings, I also have all of these transitions that I can use. So for example, Spiral, you can see that it animates into a spiral. And it's just very simple, and it just adds a simple effect to your notification center. Now I can also change it into Bounce. So the animation is overall normal, but when I slide it down, it actually bounces at the very end. So that is basically what you can do when you're using reroll. It's a very simple tweak, but it just adds that little bit of pizzazz to your notification center. The next Cydia tweak in this video is Ringer X VIP. Ringer X VIP adds ringer functions to designated contacts. So if I open up the Contacts app, and then you'll see that I have Apple Critics as a contact, and then I will have the function of Ringer X VIP inside of the actual contact info. So if I tap on Ringer X VIP, you'll see that I have the option of enabling it, always silent. There's also options when I get a call. So for example, I can change it to a custom volume. So if I tap on, I can change the volume slider to very low or also to very loud, and then I can ignore mute and always vibrate whenever I get a call. And I have messages options. So for example, if I say ignore mute or always vibrate, I have those options as well. So that's basically what you can do when you're using Ringer X VIP on your device. At number 15 in this video is Switcher Sense. Now Switcher Sense basically replaces the native multitasking on iOS 5. Now it makes it much more intuitive, much more easier to use, and it just brings a different UI to your device. So if I go ahead and enable it, so as you can see, I have all the current apps that I have running in the background. It brings a different UI. I can actually customize the colors if I so choose. For example, if I want to close an app, since I don't use it that often, so if I want to close the weather app, I can simply slide to quit. So if I keep on sliding it, it will just quit the app, and it is removed from multitasking like so. And if I go to the next page of it, I have music options. So I have these standard music functions right here, including the music app, and I can also change the screen orientation. I can also change the volume on my device, so I can change the volume all the way up, or I can also leave it normal if I so choose. So those are the functions that Switcher Sense can perform, and it also does have a settings extension. So here's the options under enhanced layout. I can enable it and also customize. So I have all these options to customize it. So I can customize the window color, the table view, the blur background. So say for example, if I want to turn that feature on, and once the background is blurred, here's how it looks. It adds a more professional feel to it, and it just makes it much different. So all you can see is the multitasking as the main feature, and that's what you can do. Now once I disable Switcher Sense, here's the difference to the regular standard iOS 5 multitasking. It looks very normal, it looks very basic. It's not too flashy like Switcher Sense, but in my opinion, I definitely would prefer Switcher Sense more. Now there's also a Kill Apps plugin, so I can change all the functions, and there's also a Customize, and there's also a Wi-Fi plugin. So that is Switcher Sense coming in at number 15. The next Cydia tweak in this video is music banners. Now with music banners, it basically allows you to have the functionality of having notification whenever your music is played. So for example, if I turn my music on, so I have a notification at the top, and it's very simple, and it's much like the normal iOS 5 notifications. So if I go into the notification center, you will see that I have the music album artwork and also who's featured in the song and also the title of the song. Now this also works just as well on the lock screen. So if I go onto the lock screen and I decide to change the song, you'll see that I have the notification right there. So if I want to view it in the music player, I can simply slide to view, and it'll take me straight to the music that is currently playing. So that is what you can do with music banners. The next Cydia tweak in this video is Android Loader. So if you look at the bottom towards the dock, you will see that there's a little circle. And if I swipe up from the circle, you will see that I have all the apps that I have installed on my device. And there's many functions to this tweak. So I can simply turn on the music, and the music will start playing. And that is what you can do with Android Loader. Now you can also launch apps and much more, and it just shows all the apps that I have installed on my device. And if I'm finished launching apps, it will basically close Android Loader. And if I just want to go back to my home screen, I simply slide it down. Now I can also simply tap on Android Loader and it will bring up the application tray, and that is what you can do when you're using Android Loader. Now it also does have a settings extension. Into Android Loader, you'll see that you have all of these functions. Now you have the option of auto hide dock if you don't want to see the dock at the bottom, and also dock display time, hidden icons, close on launch, paging, and you can also have app labels, home button closes, Android Loader, and sort alphabetically, and you can hide certain apps that you don't want to see on your Android Loader. So that is what you can do with Android Loader. At number 12 is Fast Clear. Now when you're using Fast Clear, it basically allows you to clear all your notifications in Notification Center very easily. So if I enable Notification Center, you will see that I have the option to clear. Instead of tap on that, it's easily cleared. And if I tap on that again, it will just clear all the notifications. And that's what Fast Clear allows you to do. That is the functionality of Fast Clear. The next Cydia tweak in this video is Zeppelin. Now Zeppelin basically allows you to have custom images in your status bar, and it basically replaces the carrier function of your status bar. So if you go into Settings, and then you go into Zeppelin, you will see that you have the option of enabling it. So once I enable it, you will see that it completely replaces the carrier, and the theme of it is Batman, but you can choose from all of these. So if I choose the Apple one instead, you can see that it has the Apple logo right there, or I could use the Beats by Dre logo, and that's what you can do with Zeppelin. And it's just a seamless Cydia tweak, and it just adds that little bit of customization to your device that you want to have. And number 10 in this video is graviboard. Now graviboard adds gravity to your icons. So if I simply use the activation method that I chose, you'll see that all your icons have gravity now. You can fling the icons around, and all your icons will move. Options in settings. So if you go into settings, you'll see that you have your activation methods: automatically enable, allow launching apps, allow page swiping, include dock, and you also do have simulation settings, including gravity, bounciness, friction, and also finger mode, so you can have gravity well or anti-gravity well, and that's what you can do when you're using graviboard. The next Cydia tweak in this video is We Kill Background Pro. So if you look into my multitasking bar, you'll see that there's many apps that are multitasking. So you can keep on scrolling and see that there's many apps inside my multitasking bar. So if I simply use We Kill Background Pro at the very top, and it will say tap to close all apps, you will then see that all your multitasking apps are closed out of. The next Cydia tweak in this video is lock sliders. Lock sliders basically allows you to enhance your lock screen and make it much more useful. So if you go into settings, lock sliders, you'll see that you have the option of enabling it. So you can enable it, and then you'll have the option of the first slider and the second slider, and it can use the square knob. So I can change the type of it, so I can make it normal, and then you can choose the left knob to be a messages, and then you can choose the right knob to be the springtomize, and then you can change the right knob to be the reminders, and then for the second slider you can change the left knob to be Cydia, and the right knob to be voice memos. So if you go to the lock screen, once you go to the lock screen, you'll then see that you have the lock right here. So you can just simply slide the lock to the right to unlock it. And then if you want to go into reminders, you'll simply slide the reminders app to the left. And then it will open up all the reminders that you have. At number 7 is Lorem. Now Lorem allows you to quickly remove notifications by using swiping gestures. So if you go into settings, Lorem, and then you can choose to enable it. You will then see that I have a notification under music, so I can simply swipe it to the right to remove it. And that's what you can do when you're using Lorem. So if I simply swipe to the right, you'll see that there's no more new notifications. The next Cydia tweak in this video is AnyRing. Now AnyRing basically gives you the functionality of having custom ringtones. So if you go into AnyRing, you'll see that you have the option of having a ringtone, an SMS sound, or an email sound. So if you go into ringtone, you can choose to have all of your iPod songs, record your own, receive ringtone, download ringtone, or also get a ringtone from YouTube. If I go into SMS sound, I will have the same options. So if I have contacts, for example, the contact I have in this address book, I can set up a particular ringtone for a specific contact, or also an SMS sound. So this will help you decipher which is calling you or sending a text message. So that's what you can do with AnyRing. And I must point out that you also have the ability to take a song from YouTube and add it as your ringtone for your device. So that's what AnyRing can do. It's very useful. So this will just basically allow you to change the normal ringtones from iOS 5 into ringtones that you actually want to hear when someone is calling you, or for that matter, texting you or sending an email. At number 5 in this video is ProTube. Now ProTube is very useful for many reasons. Once you're in ProTube, you have the ability to watch a video, and then you have the option of going to the home screen, refreshing the page, or also tapping on this button, which will allow you to download, stream, saved URL, and also info. And you have the option of show more and everything like that. And you can also search for a particular search topic. And you have everything that you want in a YouTube app. In my opinion, this just blows the YouTube app out of water, and this is just my preferred YouTube app if I want to watch YouTube videos. And compared to the standard YouTube app, I highly prefer this ProTube app over the normal YouTube app. At number 4 in this video is Assistant Extensions. Now Assistant Extensions is one of those must-have Siri add-ons to your device that you... So if I activate Siri, search YouTube for Apple Critics. So if I search YouTube for Apple Critics, it will bring up all my videos that I have uploaded, and it's very easy, and you can search anything through YouTube using Siri. Now also, if I so choose, I can send a tweet. Tweet. This tweet was sent using Siri. And then I have the option of sending it, and it's just sent like so. So that's the functionality that Assistant Extensions has, and there's much more add-ons that are coming to it to make it even better than it already is. The next Cydia tweak in this video is My Assistant. Now My Assistant allows you to have deep Siri integration, and it basically allows you to overhaul Siri and make Siri what you want it to be. So for example, if I say volume up, and then we'll say increase volume by 1 point. Brightness down. And then it will say decrease brightness by 1 point. Now when using My Assistant, you also do have custom replies, so here's an example of it. Hey Siri. and then we'll say, how are you doing, Apple critics? So that is what you can do when you're using My Assistant. Now, My Assistant also does come with a settings extension. So if you go into settings, My Assistant, and then we'll see that you have system toggles, including the likes of Wi-Fi on, Bluetooth on, location, airplane mode, brightness up, brightness down, and volume up, volume down. So you also have commands, including respring, reboot, power off, safe mode, lock, unlock, take a pic, playing songs lyrics, battery percentage, and open apps, and activator events, so you can integrate Siri with activator functions, and also custom replies, and a Siri UI including a background photo. At number 2 in this video is Springtomize 2. So once you go into Springtomize, you'll see that you have all these functions, including animations, capabilities, dock, lock screen, icons, folders, status bar, and also notification center. So when you're using Springtomize, you can have the options of changing animations. So you can change a custom animation duration, vertical animation, lock animation, screenshot flash, and you can use a custom color. And in lock screen, you can have display seconds, always charging, always show wallpaper, disable camera button, always show camera, hide top bar. You have all these functions when you're using Springtomize 2. Now this is by far one of the best Cydia tweaks that allows you to customize each granular part of your device. So that is what you can do when you're using Springtomize 2. At number 1 in the top 20 best Cydia tweaks of all time video is AirBlue sharing. Now AirBlue sharing brings native Bluetooth sharing to your device. Now you can have high-speed Bluetooth transfer, transfer files over Wi-Fi, send multiple files, and the type of files that you can send is notes, photos, videos, music, contacts, voice memos, and when you import files from another device, you can import the file in a certain app of your choice. AirBlue sharing supports Mac OS X, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows Vista, Linux, Nokia, Android, BlackBerry, and almost any Bluetooth-enabled phone. And you have the option to automatically create a Wi-Fi hotspot for large file transmissions and send notification and received sounds. So if, for example, I take a picture and then I go into the Photos app, if I tap on the More Options button right there, you'll see that there's an option for Bluetooth, and then it will go into AirBlue sharing, and then from there I'll have the option to share it over Bluetooth. Now the setup for this is very easy, and you can do everything that you want with AirBlue sharing. Now this by far is hands down number 1 in this video, and those are the reasons why. So thank you for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe. Please like this video. Please follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/applecritics and at reply me for any jailbreak related questions, and I'll be sure to answer them. And also feel free to iMessage me at applecriticsyt@me.com, and I'll be sure to answer your iMessage, and I will be able to provide jailbreak help if needed. And also feel free to donate to me at applecriticsyt@me.com, and any donation amount is greatly accepted, and it will go towards video production. And also feel free to like my Facebook fan page, and feel free to drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching.